So, hey, Merry Christmas. Today is December 25th. It's Christmas Day. And this is the first time I've actually been in front of the camera today. It's been a busy day. It started at 5 a.m. this morning, and it is now 10:50 p.m. It is past my bedtime. But I wanted to hop on here and talk about my first cast on of Christmas. And so in the footage I took this morning, I randomly drew the Hazy Striped Sweater by Camry Cutler. And I haven't even looked at what I recorded this morning yet. Hopefully it was clear, but it was early and I hadn't had coffee yet. But I was so excited. I wanted to pick and I wanted to get started. So I picked the sweater and I pulled out my yarn and caked it up right away. So these two are considered my main color, and because it's a sweater where you hold fingering weight together to get a DK weight, so it's a combination of this and then an undyed fingering 2-ply that I have here that I use sometimes for dyeing. So I decided to cast on the size 4. It is intended for a bust circumference of 42 to 44. The finished bust circumference is a 48, so that gives you the 4 to 6 inches of positive ease that the pattern suggests. So I am decided to knit this sweater on a US 7 because while I didn't do a gauge swatch, I have knit, fingering weight double for years. And so a US 7 gets me as close to the recommended gauge as I'm going to get. So I won't have exact gauge, but that's okay. So this is what I managed to complete today. Yes, it's like this. So I finished the first main color stripe of the top of the back, and then the first contrast color stripe, and then I've started the second main color stripe. So since I am holding two different yarns together as the main color, you end up holding one strand of the main color together with one strand of a contrast color to get the hazy stripes. And each stripe is a different set of rows in stockinette. So a knit row, a purl row, a knit row, a purl row. And so I decided to make the hazy stripes. So I hold a strand of this with a knit row and a purl row, and a strand of the contrast color, and then the next, knit and purl back, I hold with this as the main color with the same contrast color, and then I repeat it till that stripe is done. And so I'm hoping that gives it an even look. But yeah, this yarn is very soft. I really enjoyed knitting on it, and it was like the perfect easy knit for my busy day. So after I caked up my yarn and cast on, I had to start cooking Christmas breakfast. So I made 2 different quiches. I made a broccoli and cheese quiche, and then just a cheddar cheese quiche. And then I cooked sausage patties, and I made cinnamon rolls, not from scratch. I just popped open one of those two pop open cans, and baked those. And we had Christmas breakfast, and we didn't have to go to church this morning because we went yesterday evening. And then the kids the three that are still living here, my son Thomas, my son Ralph, and Mary Rose, opened their presents. And then we had a little bit of downtime. I did some cleaning, took a shower, did a little bit of knitting, and then Holden, Daphne, and the grandkids came and they opened all their presents and hung out for a while. And then they left, and then we left and headed over to my husband's brother's home with his wife and two daughters. And we had another family gathering there. We were over there for a couple hours. And then we came home, and I've just been sitting on the couch. Oops, I hit my hope chest. Sitting on the couch, watching football with my husband, and knitting a little bit more. But I am so tired. So I just wanted to pop on here because I didn't want first day of Christmas cast-ons to go by without updating. And here's my progress. So I'm really happy with it. And like I said, it's really soft, and I think the colors from my stash are going to look fantastic. But I have to say, I am so excited to pull a new project tomorrow morning. Like all day long, I'm like, what am I going to pick tomorrow? What am I going to pick tomorrow? Yeah. So I'll probably wake up and I'll probably do it the same way, where I just, record without talking and then come in for a check-in later. But there's something else I wanted to say. Oh, I wanted to say I haven't responded to any of the comments from my introductory video. I don't like to respond to comments when I know that I'm going to use a random comment picker to pick a winner. So I don't know if it'll make a difference or not, but because I don't know, I don't comment, but I have loved every single comment. And I guess I should have hearted it. I didn't, but I've read every one, and I chuckled. Some people said that they like the idea, or they're going to do it, or they're thinking about doing it next year. Someone said that she wanted to do it maybe 12 cast-ons of Valentine's Day or another holiday, and that made me chuckle. But most of you were like, no, that's not my thing. And I can respect that totally. There have been years of my life where it wouldn't have been my thing either, but I feel like this is the perfect moment to make it happen, and I'm excited about everything. And yeah, all right, I am totally rambling. I need to go to bed. But I just, like I said, wanted to pop in and do my update. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow. And I'm so thankful that you guys are here and hanging out with me and cheering me on while I'm doing this. So I will see you tomorrow.